I'm trying to get into a happy, like, mood. I'm trying to get my mood back up because I was like in the zone. Okay, so I'm ready to start over.
And welcome back. It's the Just Us Podcast. It's your man Julio.
And it's just me, Renee.
And together with the Just Us Podcast, so we're going to go ahead and jump in and talk about what we had going on this week because it's been a bit of a doozy, ups, downs, and every which way loose. I guess the first thing we'll talk about, we decided we were going to take a trip, a family trip. Um, we had canceled these plans originally because she became unemployed and then I became unemployed. And then it got to the point where we just decided, you know what, we're going to enjoy life. We're not just going to worry about stuff. So we went ahead and started to book the trip to take my son on his graduation trip, which was a present to go to Japan. Kids, but, It was going to be both of them, but it was for my oldest son because he is enamored with Japanese culture.
Uh, yeah, anime, the culture, all that good stuff. So
food, from
the songs, like music
wise,
very ingrained to the
he
culture.
likes some stuff with samurai and ninjas. So we were going to go visit Japan and immerse ourselves in some of the culture. I tried learning how to use chopsticks. I always figured, like realistically, I thought it would be easier to use chopsticks, and it was not easy
I'm a
at all.
So everybody in the house knows how to use chopsticks but him. And it's funny because he would make fun of me for using chopsticks with like my tacos because I like to, it's easy to stuff them in and pick up the things and stuff your face. But yeah, everybody knows how to use chopsticks but him. So it's entertaining watching him attempt to do that. But the bright side is now he has plenty of time to work on those using chopstick skills. We'll keep y'all updated on how that goes. Continuing on the topic of us going on vacation, we had to pivot plans because it is always important, even when it's last minute. Number one rule, okay? Check the weather. Check to see if it's hurricane season, tsunami season, rainy season. All that is key before like just making plans and just jumping off the deep end and going all in. So
let you know on a fun note why I knew to do this but didn't do it. So one summer, I took a trip to Peru. Now I went to go get veneers done for my tops and my bottoms. You know, it wasn't the way I wanted, so I did some research. There's a place down there that did veneers, and I decided to go down there to get some dental work done. So I set the whole trip up, and what I didn't bother to check was what the weather was. Cause I assumed in my mind it's South America. Okay, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hotter than it is here, and it's summertime. What could go wrong? What could go wrong is they're below the equator and their stuff is on opposite time frame. So when it's summer here, it's winter there almost. Whew. Luckily for me, it was like really fall weather, so I really got by with shorts and t-shirts, and I didn't really go out at night. But yeah, so I knew to check this, but I just didn't think to check it, and it's rainy season in Japan.
really quick. So with you saying that, it made me think of our first trip to Vegas. This was ages ago.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes. And I was like, we're going to Vegas. It's going to be hot. I'm young. Wasn't thinking. I was just excited. I did not check the weather. When I tell you I had spaghetti straps with my back out, no jackets, like sandals, it was freezing. And I was cute and cold.
Mind you, this is February.
I was cute.
She said she thought it was gonna be warm. I don't know why she thought that.
Cause I don't know, my head instantly went to like Cali weather and how they like, cause it's on the west, and I was like, yeah, oh yeah, and I just packed up and I was freezing.
So we clear, she knows Vegas is in Cali.
I know. I'm just saying, like, it was on the west coast, and I wasn't thinking. I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be warm.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It really wasn't. It was. I've been to Vegas before, and I know it snows there because I went like with the military to do some training outside of Vegas, and we flew in and out of Vegas to get there. So I already knew what the weather kind of was like. It was colder than what I thought, but I already knew it would get cold because I didn't come unprepared. I didn't come like her. I came with stuff that you were wearing in the weather. But yeah, it was a really good trip.
It was a good trip. He helped get me comfortable.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I touched her. But anyways, so we had to pivot plan from going to Japan because it's rainy season, and we wouldn't have been able to do anything. Like at least 5 days out of the 7 days that we're going to be there, when we were scheduled to be there, it was more than likely
Yeah.
going to rain and rain most of the day. So it just wasn't so because a lot of stuff we had to do had to deal with outside. So we'll take that trip another time. So
Yeah.
we pivoted plans, and now we're heading to the DR. We've been to the DR before, not
All
uh
inclusive.
not to all inclusive, but through DR, like on cruises and stuff where they stop, you do some excursions, get back on a boat type thing. But we're definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, but we definitely have some good resources because funny enough, one of my other mamas and one of my good friends literally just left Japan, and one of my friends, her last day, it rained the whole day, and they were supposed to go to Universal and they get to do anything. So we were really like, yeah, it's kind of if we go, it's going to be like a waste. We want to really enjoy it, so you know, we got time to prepare. Chopsticks.
I was frustrated, man. My fingers wouldn't bend right. I promise you, bro. If I could show y'all, and I might drop a clip in here to show
You
y'all what
need
I was
to. You
working with,
need to.
but it's horrible, bro. I'm not saying they're wrong for using chopsticks. I just know it's gonna take some time because I just could not get it. I looked at multiple videos, and and it's not a lot of time to put into it, but straight doing it, I was there like 2 3 hours.
Yeah, he was down there, and all I heard was, well, F bomb. And he was trying, though. He was
I
trying.
really was trying, and I started out with clearly what were kids chopsticks.
They're
They're about this long.
overpriced.
I finally found some regular size chopsticks, and it made it a little bit easier. But even with that, I still couldn't really grasp it. So we had to pivot plans, and it wasn't because of my chopstick fiasco. It's really because of the weather. Because I really was going to buy me a travel utensils, and just if they didn't have it, I think every restaurant would have had forks. But in case they didn't, I wasn't gonna be mad at them. I just go whip out my fork. Now, hopefully, they wouldn't have been mad at me because I'm just trying to eat, bro. And unfortunately, I can't use your utensils. But
Yeah.
if y'all got some tips and tricks on how to use chopsticks, easier because people keep saying it's easy, like the write the pencil
I mean,
method,
that's easy for
and then
me.
slide the other one in the crevice, and then balance it and hold it with your thumb. It wasn't working for me. It kept sliding on my finger. The finger I'm supposed to hold it with, like right here, and then I just couldn't get it to do it. So, but I'll get it eventually. If everybody in this house can do it, I'm sure with some practice I could get it too. So
And also let us know if you've been there and like places we should, venture to and stop by, explore. So definitely put that in the comments so we can look that up.
yeah. So another thing we had going on this week, well, really me, right?
Yeah.
So with the verdict of Carmelo Anthony coming out, I was in the comment section, which I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Comment section is no place to go. Look at whatever the thing is, the video or the picture or whatever, but stay out of those comments because it's just not the best place. So, anyways, I go into the comment section and I comment on this guy's thing that says Carmelo Anthony should have used de-escalation tactics. So my response to that was, how do you use de-escalation tactics when somebody is physically harming you? They're in an act of physically putting hands on you. De-escalation tactics is out the door. And I told him, I replied, I just said, well, next time somebody's putting hands on you, you use those de-escalation tactics and see how it works. Then somebody took it upon themselves to jump in. It was not the same person. They took it upon themselves to take it 30 million steps further. They went in on me on the post calling me out my name. I'm not going to use the language. But then they took it even further and private messaged me in Facebook. Now, if you don't know what that's like, messages that you get in DMs and they're not friends of yours, not all the time, but sometimes it'll go to a place where you got to go look for it. They say message request. You click in it. You see all these people who are not your friends who have sent you messages. I've had this happen before where somebody was trying to message me good and bad, and I just didn't know the message was there. But I just happened to click in there and I see it, and the dude told me he went off to call me the N word, told me I should get hung from a tree and that I should still be in slavery. Then he sent me a picture from my wife's Instagram and just sent the picture with her name typed wrong because it was written in cursive, like the font that I used in the thing. He thought it said TA. That's not how you spell her name. And I didn't understand that like a threat because you showed me my wife. I didn't understand that because you could have found a picture of me because she's got pictures of me and just sent me a picture of me, but you didn't do that. Then a couple of messages later, after saying all this other ugly stuff to me, he sent me a picture of my son, and that's the part where I really had an issue with it because you bring in children into it. And he said, "I hope your son don't end up like Carmelo."
Oh, he
So,
said, I thought he said, I hope he
or
does.
I hope he ends up
Yeah.
like Carmelo. So I immediately got hot because you brought my son into it, but I didn't respond because if you don't respond, you actually got to accept the message and then respond. I just looked at the messages come in and everything. Then I politely just hit the police. I don't care. I'm not a criminal. I'm not snitching. You call me whatever you want. I didn't say any of this stuff to him. Matter of fact, I wasn't even talking to him. And nor have I ever gone on anybody's social media and said anything to that extent and brought their children into it. So reached out to the police the next day, but backtracking, what I did was I reached out to a social media influencer that I've been following for a little while
Same.
on TikTok and now on Instagram and Facebook because I'm no longer on TikTok. And I just said, "Hey, bro," because I saw that he was
He has a
actually.
series, I think.
Well, it's
If
gonna be a
it's not a
series.
series,
It's
I'm
gonna be a
calling it a
series.
series. So if you see
So
this, that's your series.
I reached out to DJ Soul Child, John T, and I said, "Hey, bro, look at this." And I sent him the screenshots and where you can clearly see who sent it and all the other good stuff, right? So he said, "Say no more, say less," or whatever he said to me, right? Within 10 minutes of him reading that stuff, he had did a video on Buddy, right? Did a video on him and kind of found it. I couldn't find him. He actually had blocked me after saying all this nasty stuff, which was crazy because why would you say that nasty stuff and then block me? So he blocked me. I couldn't even see his stuff. But Buddy is Latino. He's dating a white lady. I think she's white, but he's Latino. So Soul Child makes this video, and then he does another video where he does some digging on him and figures stuff out about his family. Like he names off his brother, sister,
Where he
where
works.
he works, his mom, and that got his mom's attention. His mom jumped into Buddy's into
So
Soul Child's DMs and said, "Please, I did not raise him this way. I will deal with him. Please don't do any more videos on my kids. This is not what we are like, you know." And she was really apologetic and taking accountability for the ignorance that her son had did. So my thing is, I'm not saying you shouldn't comment on stuff, but also be prepared for people to take it to steps that you weren't even at. I just simply replied to him because I thought his comment was ignorant, but I didn't want to attack this person out of their character. I just simply replied to what they were talking about. This person decided to jump in and attack my
yeah, that
family.
was crazy. Like, I don't, it doesn't bother me because y'all already know he has opinions. He expresses his opinions. And I kind of, because how people are, I expect them to, clap back and say whatever it is they're going to say or pull up, pictures and stuff. Just don't bring my kids into it. You can sit here and pull pictures up of me and say whatever. Like, I don't care. You don't affect me one way or the other. You think you're getting off, you're really not. So, but don't, I mean, he does, but I don't.
Now, me personally, I don't. If I'm going to screenshot a picture of you, I try to do anything but put your kids in it. Um, and I don't talk about your kids unless you address me. Then I meet you where you are and exceed it. But I don't do that stuff because it's just not me. I don't need to call you racial slurs. I can call you. I can make obvious stuff about comments that we all would make. Oh, that person's fat, make fat jokes, or that person's short, make short jokes. That person's not attractive and make ugly jokes. All those things from my point of view, right? Or just say stuff to get under your skin. That's normal stuff. But when it gets to racial slurs, now I can't tell you how to respond. I can just tell you what's not within me, right? It's not me. Not like I'm not gonna ever go there with you. But what I will say is avoid one. I keep my stuff private, so they got to go to my wife's account to get any stuff on me picture wise with my kids and stuff. And it's not that I'm hiding them, but I just keep stuff private, and I learned to do that.
Yeah,
That's
most of
just
mine is, but I probably still have stuff that's obviously still public. Um, and then really quick, if you do want to follow John T, if you're on IG, his is King John T, JEANTY 1989. And then this other one is DJ Soul Child on his other accounts. So I just want to shout out to him.
and he actually has a single out right now. Go ahead and purchase it. You can get it on Bandcamp, I believe is the website. This
He's
is
on Apple Music because I buy some of his stuff and stream it on Apple Music too. So definitely support him.
and that's what we did from the beginning. When we first met him, he was talking about supporting his music. It wasn't a whole lot.
And I liked it because he has like that Caribbean. Well, he's Haitian, but he has like that island like house type feel. I don't know. It's different. I like it. So definitely check him out.
Yeah, most definitely. He showed love, so much love to you, brother. Brother, good lord. I'm going between Brody and brother. Brother. Brutus. Thank you, Brutus.
Oh, so the other thing that I have been loving is because y'all know the World Cup's going on, and before it even started, a lot of the people from Europe was on my feed talking about, oh, the U.S. in here think it's hot, they don't know what heat is, and this, that, and the other, and then having them come over and experiencing our weather, and mind you, this is not like peak hotness right now. This is just like the it's just starting. We haven't hit real summer.
I ain't hit July yet, champ.
Exactly. And it's like, oh, y'all don't know what heat is. So yeah, that has definitely been entertaining watching them adjust to our heat, watching them in Costco and Walmart, exploring Taco Bell, Raising Cane, Wendy's, Soul Food. It has just been amazing.
Now, I got a question, right? For all the Brits, right, they had all the smoke about their food being better than American food, right? The ones who have never been to America prior to that conversation, in the last 6 months to a year. I want to talk to one of the Brits that has so much to say about American food that has now come to America. Now, I know you're not going to like everything. Trust me, I get it. We don't like everything. But I can guarantee there is no way you'll go back with them same.
They're not. They're already on my feet talking about, hey, I don't want to. Oh, and they discovered ranch, so that's probably hit y'all's food. I mean, y'all's food, y'all's feed, because they were like, oh my god, I think it was a lady, and she discovered ranch for the first time, lost it. So yeah, it has definitely been entertaining, and they were like, I don't want to go back. And then there's a lot of videos talking about they going back with a freshman 15 because they have smaller portions, and they're like, oh my god, everything here is so big, and it's just it's nice to watch. And the other thing that I really liked, I just showed him, I think it was this morning, was Rima and his song Calm Down with Selena Gomez. I think it was at the Mexico game, I could be wrong, but they played his song, and it every time it plays, it just hits different. And I just love that song. I love the vibe, and he's so humble with it, which makes it even better because like he's still just really humble and really grateful of like everything. So it makes it that much better just seeing him like be like, wow, they really feeling my music, my art.
You know what's pissed me off?
What?
All right. So what pissed me off, right?
Oh,
all right. I'm gonna tell y'all. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. If you do not have a proper DJ slash host or a host to do this song, don't do it. And the DJ or host have to know how to do this. Look here, and we'll get back to the next point later. But look here, do not do swag surfing if you do not have a proper representation to conduct it, because it requires somebody in charge to tell everybody which way we gonna go. Because one thing for sure, the DJ's left or the host left and your left is two different things. And we need everybody on the same accord in this thing, and everybody at the same speed, and everybody need to slow down and pick up at the same time. That is a proper swag surf. But what y'all did the other night to that?
I think it was the Argentina one. If y'all want to look it up, I'm pretty sure it was Argentina.
They was going like this. Everybody, it would have been so dope because the stadium was lit up with cell phone lights. Imagine if you look over and you see crowds just moving back and forth, lights at one accord moving back and forth, and then slowly building up to go to hit that whole swag surf, right? Oh my god, that really does piss me off. Now, what actually pissed me off even further was going into the comments. I told y'all stay out them comments. They ain't good for you. It wasn't good for me. I'm gonna need y'all to quit talking about Yeah, leave it to Auburn or leave it to Georgia. No, no, hell no. No, hell no. Leave that to HBCUs. The hell no. Not SEC schools, not PWIs, but HBCUs. That is our stuff. You can be mad at me all day. Facts is facts. There is no way you going to put any SEC school up against Bethune-Cookman, Savannah State, Valdosta State. None of these schools. Not swag surfing. No. Now you'll have a bigger crowd because these schools are smaller. But you're not gonna tell me they're gonna do it better than in what is it? Any A&T school. I don't care. North Carolina. I don't care where you at. They're not doing it better than them. Tennessee State. Come on, bro. It ain't even close. They're not messing with HBC. This is our stuff. Stop it. And now I'll have more respect for anybody who can do it properly. But she'll tell you, we went to Jamaica.
Oh,
We in the club. Swag serving come on. I immediately perk up because I want to see how this gonna go. And I told her,
you already know.
I was like, they gonna get it wrong. Sure enough. Sure enough. There was no direction given. They just sitting there bouncing every look like this.
All right, and moving on, the highlight of my week. If y'all are on TikTok, if you know, you know, the national parks are it. If you don't follow those parks, you need to follow them, mainly Yellowstone National Park. And the crazy thing is, they were so popular that they got banned from TikTok for, I want to say it's been at least a full month. And I was on my feed today, and everybody's like, the park is back, the park is back. And I was like, oh my God. So I went there, and if you, he may put the clip in, but if you go to my page, you'll see it, and I will show you like a little clip so you can see what you have been missing. And when I say that it is adult and it is lit and it is fun, you're seeing like waterfalls, and it's insinuating certain things that happen with the female. You may see nice mountains, and it's insinuating, male parts. When I tell you it is fun, it is entertaining, the music aligns perfectly. And then at one point, the parks were going back and forth at each other, like to see who can go the hardest. So the fact that we got Yellowstone back, y'all definitely need to check that out. It is going to put a smile on your face. It is entertaining. Like, that was my highlight of the week. So you need to check it out because I'm sure they probably have like IG and stuff. I know they on TikTok, but that has been because you be scrolling, you be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It's entertaining. It is tea. It is tea.
And I guess we can end it on the note of the hillbilly brawl in DC last night.
Mm.
So last night they had a UFC event at the White House. That's absolutely crazy to even say that. Like I never would have thought
On the lawn.
I would say that, right?
On the lawn.
But you had notable guests there. You had Shane Gilliard. That was one. That was the host from the Kevin Roast.
Shane Gillis?
Gilliard.
I think it's Gillis. Gilles.
Whatever his name is.
Y'all know.
The host from the Kevin Hart roast, he was there. Serena Williams' husband was there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. No, it's not as interesting as you think, given some other stuff that I'm quite frankly you don't know, but we can jump into. Who else was there? Michael Irvin was there. You know, the retired football player that liked to sniff cocaine when he played for the Dallas Cowboys. It's not me. That's real facts. You can look it up. Don't get mad at me. I'm not saying he's the worst person in the world. I'm just giving you that messed up fact on
facts. Okay.
Just facts. I just chose to dig that one out. I could have said he was a Hall of Fame, football player. I chose not to, just like he chose to go to that shit event. But just me. Who else was there? Joe Rogan seemed like he was like an in ring host or something. He was there. Of course, Dana White was there. He was sitting right next to the Orange Turd himself.
Wait. Of course, we ain't gonna watch it, but I'm just wondering if he was.
Well, the clip I saw, he looked like he was wide awake. Because it was where the guy, Josh, something.
What is S?
I had an H at the end. He made a nasty comment about Michelle Obama. I'm saying he just won his match, right? This is the crazy part. He won his match. 98% of the people there, now I'm just giving fictitious number, but I'm sure it's in the 90% thing, were all white. Barack and Michelle hadn't been nowhere near there in over 4 years, something like that, whatever the case is, right? They ain't there, regardless of how long this is last time they've been in
office in a minute.
Yeah. He wins the match, gives the speech, and then says Michelle Obama's a man. That's the most low class, low IQ thing he could have done. First of all, why is that black woman on your mind being around all of that? I don't understand how that was a thing. Not Trump, your king, not
He your daddy.
something. You Michelle Obama, like, bro, there's literally
Yeah.
maybe 10 black people scattered throughout this whole crowd, and that's what was on your mind after winning a match. You are a POA,
They are
sir.
obsessed. It is insane the level of obsession that they have with
I
that family. It is
I
crazy.
do not understand. It ain't just them just that family. It's obsession with black
Well,
folks.
yeah,
I'm just gonna be
that's in
honest.
general, but that's crazy.
I don't understand it. They say the fatigue is real, but my thing, when you tired of something, do you constantly bring it up?
We be minding our own business, like religiously minding our own business. And every time we turn around, it's y'all this and y'all that. And like, and then y'all have the audacity to be like, well, do your own thing and figure your own stuff out. And then when we do, y'all come in, you burn it down, you mess it up, then you complain about, oh, why we not invited? You just told us to come over here and do our own thing. And then you get mad talking about, well, that's not right. Why you got Black History Month? Why you got BET? What you need HBCU for?
Okay, I knocked out every one of those. Cool. I'll start with this one, which not one you named. We couldn't get our videos as artists. Black artists could not get their videos played on MTV until Michael Jackson's record label basically told them they'll pull all their white artists if they don't play them. Then they played the greatest artist, which was crazy.
Of
The
all
greatest
time.
artist of all time played his video on there finally. And we finally got on there. But when it just wasn't turning, we went and created our own, hence BET. Couldn't have that. You said we couldn't come to your colleges, created HBCUs. That's
Mind
an
you, we
issue.
don't sit here and say you can't come there, but I digress.
Everybody's welcome there, including the Asian
Asian
community,
community, because where do you
which
think y'all went to?
there were 7 students back in the day from Korea that went to Howard because that's the only university that would have let them in. But I digress on that part. Um, Then what else? What else? Oh, towns. You said you didn't want us in our town, so we started creating those, and you did everything to destroy those. You bombed them, you raped, you pillaged, you burned stuff. Rosewood, Tulsa,
Mind you,
Seneca,
most of the parks that you see, or lakes like Lake Lanier,
Oscarville.
Oscarville, you got the ones in New York, all over. Most of those parks that y'all just go to were literally used to be black towns.
In Savannah, Georgia, you had Frogtown, that where they built over I-16 over there. So they constantly do it to us, and they won't let us be. It's like we just cannot be, and that's crazy to me. And it's not all white people. It's not. It's not all everybody that's not black doing this to us. But there is a good amount in those collective groups that are doing this that do have that sentiment for us, and we can't understand it. Like the thing going on with black people and Asian people right now.
And I gotta jump in real quick because in case y'all have not got the menu, I'm hungry. Don't you worry about that. If y'all have got not got the memo, there is a blackout. So just like we did with Target, we are keeping our money within our community. So if you are not informed, you're informed now.
But for them ones, and this is where it gets tricky, because this goes back to a Muhammad Ali thing that he said in the interview, I believe back in the 70s or 60s, right? The ones that you don't know, because we get treated really bad in a lot of these places. We really get stereotyped in a lot of these places, and it's horrible. Like you can literally see that happen to Cyrus in the video when he went into Rick Child's store. From the beginning, he told him to put his book bag up there. Which that's not the thing. They do that with high school kids all the time. Like I had to deal with that when I was a kid because you come in, people put stuff in their book bags.
Yeah.
Cool. That's not the thing. It's when they tell him he's stealing. He shows you he's not stealing, and you still not only do you say he's stealing, you track him down like a track star and then unalive him, which is absolutely crazy.
And I gotta jump. Good luck. Please have your people and your community support you, and hopefully they do that. Because blackout means blackout. We are not going, period. That money is staying within our community.
Or trying his damnedest. But I'm be honest,
yeah.
It's not everybody.
So,
it's not
just a difference of opinion.
Everybody won't do it. Everybody won't do
They're
that.
not, but I mean, there's still some that go to Target, but Target's still crashing. So
And the crazy part is when all those people were jumping out the window saying they hope we boycott black businesses. No, you don't. I mean, Asian business. No, you don't. The reason you don't hope that, and I knew you didn't hope that, is because how do you hope that when your business is in a black community? We talking about those. We're not talking about the ones that's in the mall or in white communities or other communities or even their own. We're talking about the ones that are in black communities, right? Why would you hope the people in a community that are your primary customers would boycott? That don't economically that don't make sense. Because if that's your primary base of money, if they boycott you, you lose your money.
Mind you, please do, which y'all probably, some of y'all won't. I already know this. Do your history. While y'all sitting here hating us so much, you're here because of Black Americans. Mind you, if you do your history, you will know that y'all were lynched like we were. Y'all had those same posters put up with derogatory, racist stuff about y'all. Y'all were literally treated just like us, and y'all were able to get loans only if you went to our neighborhoods. We supported you. We've always had your back. We've always like been y'all's allies. So while y'all have so much deep rooted hate against us, do some history and realize that the people who you hate so much have always had your back.
And we're not your enemies. Now you can look at me and say good luck with that, and I can tell you in all honesty, and it's not something I'm bragging on any. I literally use local and places of businesses with people of color. Those are my two things. I try to use local businesses no matter what the skin tone of people are, and specifically businesses that I know that are not being utilized by people who are not of that community, from people of color. And in my situation, nobody that I use on a day-to-day basis or any of that stuff fits the description of somebody who is Asian. It's just they're not Asian. My insurance person is Mexican. Person where I get my dry cleaning is Turkish. Where I get my car oil changed at, the local one is her, and then mine is still through Ford. So the places I go, I don't really eat a lot of Chinese food.
And I don't really get my nails done because, like, I'm still a bit of a tomboy and I'm always like going. So my nails, I mean, they cute, but they just not done. And when I do get them done, it's from my niece. So shout out to Kayla. I'll drop her info in there. She does some good nails and she does hair too. So yeah.
Well, my thing is, how could we be racist if we simply are saying, this is simply what we're saying, we're not going to spend money in your businesses? That doesn't make us racist. That means we're choosing where to spend our money. Just like my thing to y'all, right, to the Asian community, right, when we're saying this, how many of y'all are actually spending money with black businesses? You can't boycott us because you don't use our businesses anyways. Like,
And another way to look at it is because you're saying we're not all the same, don't look us in together, which I get because I get what y'all saying,
yeah,
right? But when you think about it from our perspective, if we walk into your store, how do we know that you are one of the good people if you're like Chow? We don't. So it's not even feasible or safe for us to go into your establishments because too many people have hatred towards us or will act like Rick Chow. And he's not the first one. I think the other girl, her name might have been Natasha, but same thing. It was like something worth $1, and she got killed as unalived as well. So it's not feasible for us to even go there because we can't just look at you and be like, okay, you're not going to sit here and follow me around the store, which y'all do, or you're not going to sit here and accuse me of stealing something and then chase me down or shoot me down in your store. So
man, I learned a long time ago, right? I had a different mentality when I was making way less money. But when I got to a point, and not even near the money that I was making the last year, right? This is when I started getting around like $50,000 money. Like, that's not a lot of money. Well, I stopped spending money where I didn't feel welcome. I don't know why people still do that to this day. It's not that important. I'll be honest. I don't care at what point that you mess with me. If I feel like I'm being discriminated, messed with, targeted, I could be walking out of the store with something one of my kids want like forever. We are taking it back and we're gonna go somewhere else. It don't matter. Even if I can't get it nowhere else, we won't spend money there. You can have it. I do not literally care.
I don't know why people will fight certain people to take their money. Because, for instance, I remember when Lululemon was acting a fool. Mind you, I never bought Lululemon and they leggings and stuff because shout out to Riri. Almost every episode, you will see me with some Savage Fenty. I got the little sweatpants on too. Like, I'm not spending money with people who sit here and act like I'm not good enough to be walking even in your store, let alone buying something. You don't even want me in your store. So I'm not gonna fight you to spend money. So
Yeah, so the saying I was talking about with Muhammad Ali, he had this thing where he was doing an interview and he said, If there's 100 snakes coming down the hallway, but only 10 of them are poisonous that will bite you, do I risk it to see which 10 are gonna bite me, or do I close the door and not let any of the 100 in?
I mean, that's basically how we are looking at it with
So
the yeah.
So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. It's always dope coming here, talking to you guys, and please make sure you are following us on all social media.
So on YouTube, it's JUSUSPC. On Facebook, it's JUS space US space PC. And on IG, it's JUS underscore US underscore PC.
And as always, we're always authentic.
We are always ourselves and
We're
always
always
just
just
us.
us.